Hello and welcome. In this video we are going to talk about that how you can simplify the financial data that you have extracted from an accounting software or ERP system. The point is, accounting software or ERP systems are kind of software where the data is originally stored in the databases. And when the data is stored in the databases, that is stored smartly in a way that the duplication of data is avoided. What that means is, if you look at this data in front of me, I have my GL, but if you look at the GL, I only have the date, and then I have territory key, account key, and the amount. So by looking at this data, you cannot tell me that which territory, which city or country or continent it belongs to, or which accounting ledger it belongs to. So all of that information has been kept somewhere else. With somewhere else, I mean that in my file, separate sheet, but in the language of database, you call that a separate table. So if you look at this territory table, you can see that I have information against each territory key, that for which country or which region we are talking about. So for example, for the territory Q1, the country will be USA. And now if you look at the data, you know that the first transaction is related to USA. Similarly, for the account key, we do not have any further information, but if you go to this separate table, which is chart of accounts, you can see that for each account key, we have the complete information available, that what is this account, what is which report this account belongs to. It belongs to balance sheet or the profit and loss. What is its class? If it is asset, it is current or non-current. If it is liability, it is current or non-current. If it is equity, then what kind of equity it is. If it is expense, then what kind of expenses. That you can see we have all that information that is available here. Now the point is, if you have to make a meaning out of this information from this GL, you have to find the additional information from all these details, from all these tables that are available here in form of chart of accounts or territory or calendar. So looking at the calendar table, you can see that we have further information available for each date, year, quarter, month or day, or of course if you have a different financial year from the calendar year itself, you will have that information available here as well. So using this information, we have to analyze our data, analyze our GL, leveraging all of that information. So the first thing, how we can do that? Well, if you are an advanced user, you can go to this Power Pivot and you can do data modeling to interconnect them, interconnect all of these tables, and then you can use the Power Pivot for that analysis. But for a basic user, that is kind of a little complicated. So what we can do is that we can bring all of that information together on one sheet, and we can analyze our data in the simplified way that we usually used to. So the first thing, how we can merge all of that information into one sheet? Well, of course you can do that using VLOOKUP, but you can see that this is a lot of information, and if I start doing VLOOKUP, I will have to spend a lot of time. So we will have to use a smarter way, and the smarter way will be Power Query. So we are moving towards that, but just before that, I will just show you one thing, and that is, you must have noticed that this territory key is basically the link between this table, the GL table, and that territory table. So these two tables will be connected using territory key. The GL is connected to chart of accounts using this account key. So we have account key here as well, and in the chart of accounts as well. And finally, the calendar table is connected to the RGL using the date. So we have date here as well and date here as well. So we should basically know the kind of the field on which we will be going to establish our connection. Now that we have this basic understanding that how this data has been organized, let us go to this data tab and let us click on get data. Now you have multiple options to get data from. You can do that from Excel, CSV, or you can even directly connect your database. So I will go to from file and I will go to from Excel workbook, and actually there I will give the same Excel file that I'm working on. So I will click on Excel workbook and I will quickly go to the folder where all my data has been stored. And now that I have found my file, I will just click here and click on import. Now what I have done is I have done this task in the same Excel file where data was already stored. So I was demonstrating you the data, and at the same time I have also, you know, I went to the data and I have opened the same file from here as well. You can definitely do that on the new Excel workbook as well. Now here you will see that I have all the, you know, sheets and tables that were available in my original file, but one thing you would notice is you have the table as well, and then you also have this sheet as well. You only need to import it, you know, you only need to import it once. You don't have to duplicate. I mean, you will, if you select this calendar, you are not going to select this calendar as well. So of course we will select the table, and please focus on the table icon. So we are selecting the tables rather than the sheets, and this is basically important because, you know, when data gets updated in this sheet, in our sheet that contains data, when data gets updated, new rows or columns are added, the tables are automatically updated and the pivot tables are automatically updated as well. So we will always prefer to work with tables. Now I will click on select multiple items, and I will go select all of these 4 tables, and rather than clicking on load, if I click on load, it will simply take all of these tables into my Excel workbook that I don't want. I want to actually, you know, merge them together. So I will click on transform data, and here the system will open a pop-up for me that will be called Power Query Editor. So in this Power Query Editor, now you can see that we have access to all the data in this interface. Now what we want to do is we want to, you know, merge the queries. With merging, now there are 2 options. We have merge and we have append. So when you have to connect 2 separate tables, you know, you have to add columns to a table, you will be using the merge queries. Append is basically to add more rows from multiple sheets. So I will go to merge queries, and I will say, now in this pop-up, first of all, you know, I don't want to merge calendar table with, I don't want to merge anything with the calendar table. So that is basically one thing that I should not be doing. So I will simply cancel that, and I will first of all open the GL table, and now I will click on merge queries, and let us start merging from the territory. So I will click on TBL territory, and now I have to select the column on the basis of which the merging can be performed. So I will click on territory key here and territory key here, and the last option is what kind of data do we want to bring. So if you look at this one, you have multiple options, you know, all from the first and matching from the second. That is basically the ideal, that everything that is matching to the records that are available here, all of these fields from table 2 should be coming to table 1. So this is basically the ideal option. So I will click on this one, and I will click on OK, and now you can see that system has added a new table within my table. And if I click here, it will show me all the, you know, all the fields that have been added. So I will just, you know, expand them now, and I will show you that now for each row in your GL, if I can take you to the left, you can see it was my GL where I had date, territory key, account key, and finally I had amount. Now you can see that we also have all the information from the territory table, which is basically the country and religion. Of course, this column has been duplicated for me. Now I have territory key here as well and territory key here as well. Don't worry about that, I will delete that towards the end. So after that, what I'm going to do is, you know, I'm going to merge more tables into this table here. So I will click on merge queries again, and this time I will select the chart of accounts, and the column that I want to use as a basis of connection is going to be account key. So I will select that in both of the cases, and again left outer join is going to work for me, and I will click on OK, and you can see we have more data in this table now. So I will click on expand, and you can see we have all of that information available now. And finally, I also want to bring in the date information here from this calendar table. So I will click on merge queries again, and I will select the calendar table this time, and from both tables I will select date, and left outer join is again good for me. I will click on OK, and finally I will expand, and now you can see we have all of that information that is available in this table. So you can see we are now having a kind of a super table in this table. Finally, now let us delete all the unnecessary columns that are appearing here. So you can see that I already have date that is available here in the calendar table. So it is very important that I should be deleting that date here from the data, so that I'm only using one date field. So I'll click here and right click and I will say remove, and you can see that my column has been removed. And similarly, you can remove the territory keys. Now we don't need that information. We have the complete territory information available, so we don't need this account territory key. So I will remove that as well. I will remove account key from here as well. Remove this one. Let us scroll towards the right and let us remove the keys from everywhere. That should basically clean my data, otherwise I will be having so much data that is not needed at all. Similarly, let us delete this chart of accounts key as well, and let us keep scrolling to the right, and you will have more information that should be deleted. So I think that is it. So I will just take a quick look again, so that if there are any keys I can delete, but I think we already have deleted all of that information. So now that everything is ready, all I have to click here is save and close and load to. So I will say close and load. It will actually take the data into the same file, and the file should be coming here in just a moment. Okay, so now you will see that all of those tables are coming here, and I don't want to see all that data. So I will be deleting all these unnecessary tables from here. I don't need this TBL territory, so I will click here and I will say delete it. So this should be gone, and I will definitely keep the GL. This is something we need. This chart of accounts is already there, so I don't want that to be duplicated. So I'm going to delete this as well, and I'm going to delete this calendar as well. And finally, of course, we don't need this GL, chart of accounts or territory or calendar now again, but I will be needing that to reference sometimes in my lecture, so I'm keeping it. Otherwise, of course, you can delete these as well. So I will go back to my main sheet, and first of all, this branding is looking a little weird, so I will go to table design and make it a bit easier. Okay, so I think this is nicer for me. Perfect. So now that we have all of this data in the standard form, I mean all of the data is available in one sheet, we can start analyzing data using our simple pivot table. And I will simply click here on this insert, click on this TBL range, but before I do that, I will have to make sure that my data is in table. Of course, it is already in table, so let us make sure that it has a decent name, TBL GL underscore 2. I think that is okay for now. So I'll go to insert and I will say insert table from table range. This one is fine. The table name is appearing here, and click on OK. And now finally you have this information available here. So for example, if I have to now analyze my amount against the country, I can do that very easily. So from here we are moving forward to some of the financial reports that we should be preparing, like profit and loss account and balance sheet. Let us do that in the next lecture.